Here's a ground ball up the left side. Pass, roll in. One will score. It's in the gap. It gets by the outfielders. Jordheim goes back. Two will score. Here's the throw down to third. Not in time as Welsh.
Ivy throws it back in. We'll see if the relay comes home. It does not. It's an RBI single.
Called strike three.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant, good Saturday afternoon here from Corbett Field in Minot, North Dakota. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show for the third place game featuring the Central Cass Squirrels, the visitors on the scoreboard going up against the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals here from Corbett Field in Minot, North Dakota. Currently, temperatures have been in the mid-80s so far throughout today. Currently 86, some partly cloudy skies. Chance of some showers making their way through later on in the afternoon. Fingers crossed we missed those after seeing those come through a little bit yesterday in Langdon area Edmore Munich's game against Lemoore Litchfield Marion Lobos. How do we get here? Well, Langdon area Edmore Munich in an up and down, topsy-turvy kind of a semifinal game with Lemoore Litchfield Marion fell short to the Lobos yesterday in the semifinals after having to sit about half hour to 40 minutes or so to play after a rain delay in the third inning. On the opposite side for the Central Cass Squirrels, it was a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel between Mitchell and Wolfgram, and eventually the Thompson Tommies would go on to win with a 2-1 victory. Two pitchers went the complete game win for Wolfgram and a complete game loss for Mitchell from the Central Cass point of view. So the Squirrels are 13-7 on the season, going up against Langdon area Edmore Munich at 14-2. The Cardinals beat the Squirrels back on May the 5th in Thompson at 6-5. Earlier today, you had Bishop Ryan over Shiloh Christian for 7-3-2, and then North Star defeated Delax Burlington 4-3 for the Consolation Championship. Still to come on our Irie Insurance pregame show, we'll get to our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups alongside the first pitch, and we'll let you know what's going on the softball side of things as they're already into their third place contest with Thompson and Beulah slated to get underway at 4. That probably going to be more like a 4:30, 5 o'clock first pitch underway for softball between the Tommies and alongside the Beulah Miners. We'll keep you apprised of all that and more. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all of your insurance requests, visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. That's everything from farm to auto to business, personal, and more. Go to Irie Insurance and contact with one of your insurance representatives from Irie. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll sit down with the Langdon area Edmore Munich head coach, that's Josh Kravachka. We'll also hear from the head coach of the Central Cass Squirrels, that's Dustin Maggio. Talk about the seniors and more ahead of the first pitch here from Minot, North Dakota. This is the state baseball tournament third place contest between the Squirrels and the Cardinals.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, Broadband Voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at RDK Enterprises, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Did you know that there are several different types of crop hail insurance policies? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We at Irie Insurance want to help you select a hail policy that will best protect your crops and bottom line from a hailstorm. Give us a call today to schedule a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent. For our contact information, go to our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
As we continue on our pregame show here for the State Class B Baseball Tournament third place contest featuring the Central Cass Squirrels in Langdon area, Edmore, and Munich. The Cardinals joining us now as Cardinals head coach. That is Josh Kravachka here. And Josh, a back and forth game. Third inning there, rain just started to open up a little bit. Lightning delay a half hour. Eventually lose to Lemoore Litchfield-Marion. Just what did you see in a back and forth contest that had a lot of roller coaster emotions for both teams in that semifinals yesterday?
Yeah, it sure did. They jumped on us early, 5-1, and then we kind of jumped back, got ahead 6-5, and I thought overall we hit really well. We put a lot of good at bats together, and their pitcher was really solid, but defensively very uncharacteristic. Didn't throw the ball very well and didn't pitch very well, which it's what wins in these type of games. And it was tough because we knew that we put a good game together at the plate. We just didn't follow up pitching and playing defense. So credit to Lemoore, but you got to move forward and play in the third and fourth place game today, which is not where you want to be. But we're going to put our best foot forward and see what happens today.
An opportunity to win 2 games at State, as you mentioned, to try to win go out on a W as well. Almost a month ago to the date when you played the triangular with Thompson and Central Cass and Thompson here, Josh. So how has both teams changed from your point of view, seeing Central Cass and yourself play here in these 2 games at State?
Well, it's kind of hard. I think when you play during the regular season, you might not see one of their better pitchers. They might not see some of our better pitchers. So that's where I think it'll change. Both teams will probably be throwing their 2 or 3 pitchers today, and so that way, they're a quality team. They gave Thompson all they could handle last night and kind of fell up a little short. But we know we're both good teams, and whoever pitches and plays defense better and gets a few runs on the board is going to be the team that comes out on top.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you look back, and 3 of the 4 teams that were left standing were in that triangular in Thompson a month ago. And anytime you get to this time of the year, too, Josh, got to talk about the seniors, 5 seniors on the roster here. What has this senior class meant to Langdon area and more Munich baseball?
A lot of these kids played on our state championship team when they were sophomores, and now they're seniors. They've been coming up through the ranks, and they're great leaders for us, from Carter Tatro to Jack Rumfo to Gage Goodman, Brady Regner, and Marcus Kingset. All great kids, and they're good baseball players. And that's kind of what we told them is you're going to get to play in the summer Legion baseball, but this is your last high school kind of sporting event. So let's go out with a bang and put our best foot forward and see what happens.
Final thing for you, Joyce, you kind of mentioned about that 2021 team, 2022 able to make it to state here as well. What's it been about this 3-year run with this group that has allowed them to be so successful with region titles and a state championship, as you mentioned, and a chance to go out and win 2 more games at state here this season?
Well, they're just good athletes. As a coach, you get blessed sometimes where you have a lot of good athletes, and up in Langdon, probably the last 5-10 years, we've had a lot of good athletes, and that's what makes all programs really good, is if you got good athletes, good kids, and I'm just proud of them, and they're great role models for our younger kids. Keep it going in the future. So just really happy for them, and hopefully we can come out with a win today.
Coach Kravachka, thanks so much for your time, and best of luck here against Central Cass.
All right, thanks a lot, Chase.
We'll continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show from Corbett Field after this here on your liveevent.com.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com. There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
There's more at 104. Hillsboro, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsboro and see why there's more at 104.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
As we continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show here from Corbett Field, it is the Central Cass Squirrels alongside the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals in the third place contest. Joining us now from Central Cass, that is their head coach, Dustin Maggio. And Dustin, first and foremost, just a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel between Mitchell and Wolfgram last night. Only 3 runs combined. That's all that it was in the 7 innings, and it's tough to be on the losing side of it. But the good thing is you have a chance to win 2 games here at a state tournament. Quick turnaround. How are the guys doing heading into this third place game against the Cardinals?
I feel like they're pretty loose. It's most of them seem like, you know what, we lost. Most of them are like, let's move on, let's play today. Even after the game last night, I asked the guys after I talked, and I said, this hurts and this is tough and everything like that. And I asked, do you guys have anything to say? And the first one that said anything was Braden. He said, hey, we get to play tomorrow. We still get another game. And I said, you're exactly right. So, it's a tough way to lose. Nobody wants to lose that way, but I think we'll be okay. I think we'll come out and be okay today.
And as we mentioned, in Thompson, kind of foreshadow what you'd see at state with 3 of those teams all being the Final Four going into yesterday with yourself, with the Cardinals and the Thompson Tommies. Just what can you take away from that game, nearly a month ago, if anything, going into this one here, Dustin?
Well, not only that game playing against them, but also watching them play here at state. They're aggressive. They're going to hit the ball. And we talked about that with Thompson, too. Thompson's going to put the ball in play, and they're going to hit the ball. We just need to be defensively ready and do what we need to do, and we should be okay today.
And then 8 seniors on this roster. What have they meant to this program to get 3 straight times to a state tournament on top of that, now have a chance to go out as a third-place team? What has this group just meant to you in this baseball program?
Their baseball group, they know baseball. Whether they start, whether they come off the bench and courtesy run, whether they, cheer or warm up the right fielder. Everybody has a role, and everybody, does their role really well. There's no complaining. Nobody's whining, fussing about, hey, why am I not playing or anything like that. They're just going out there and they're having fun. They're a mature group of seniors that understand, their role. And, the ones that have played, I talk about Sam Koprovic. He started for 3 years now. And who knows, with not having 2020, his freshman year, where he would have played or if he would have played or whatever. But, guys like that, they don't come around that often. He's just a solid player. He's not a flashy superstar. He just does what he needs to do. And, that kind of epitomizes this senior group. They just do what they need to do.
Dustin, as always, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here today against the Cardinals.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That again, Dustin Maggio, head coach for the Central Cass Squirrels. We'll continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show after this.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
As we get into the final segment of our Irie Insurance pregame show, the Central Cass Squirrels just wrapping up their infield, as we've heard from head coach Dustin Maggio and alongside Josh Kravatsky. Reminder still to come here later tonight, a 6:30 scheduled start pending how long this game goes between the Squirrels and the Cardinals. Will feature the Lemoore Licho Marion Lobos and alongside the Thompson Tommies. So again, that game is scheduled to get underway at 6:30, and we'll have that for you right here on your live event. And we'll still have a game and a half left on the softball side, as currently last check we saw it was between Mayport CG and the Kindred Richland Vikings. Take a look at the latest there in the fourth inning, 7-3 Kindred Richland over the Mayport CG Patriots in the bottom of the fourth inning. We'll have that game for you and alongside the Thompson Tommies game as they get ready for the Beulah Miners. So that's all coming up here on yourliveevent.com. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll get ready for the starting lineups and alongside the first pitch. Cale Hamry patted down, looks like, on the base pass, and we'll find out who the home plate umpire is in a moment here as well. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all of your insurance requests, go online to irieins.com. That again is irieins.com. Central Cass, Langdon area, Edmore, Munich. That does it for our pregame show. The American Crystal Sugar starting lineups is coming up around the corner here on yourliveevent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow in the new space and move forward with excellence.
As we come back here on yourliveevent.com between the Central Cass Squirrels and alongside the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals, let's get to our starting lineups brought to you in part by our friends at American Crystal Sugar Company. Live this sweet life with American Crystal Sugar Company. Again, go to crystalsugar.com. That is crystalsugar.com. The Central Cass Squirrels, they'll go like this out in their red tops with white numerals and lettering with Central Cass across the front, outlined in black, with the white hat and the red brow here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Head coach by Dustin Maggio, 13 wins and 7 losses on the season. Logan Broughton, the junior left fielder, followed by Sam Covervig, the senior second baseman. Brandon Mitchell, the junior catcher. Carter Maggio batting cleanup, the junior shortstop batting fourth. Carter Verkota, the junior center fielder. Eli Boer, the junior third baseman. Cooper Johnson in the starting lineup for the senior DH. Cole Holzer, the junior first baseman. Mason Bussey, the senior right fielder. And Owen Cates is going to be on the mound here for your Central Cass Squirrels. So again, Brian Covervig, Mitchell, Maggio, Verkota, Boer, Johnson, Holzer, Bussey, and Cates is going to be on the mound for Central Cass. The Squirrels, the champs out of Region 1. We go from there now to Langdon area, Edmore, Munich. The Cardinals with a mark of 14 wins and 2 losses here on the season. The Cardinals in their maroon uniforms for tops with Cardinals in the front in white with white numerals as well, with the gray pants and the maroon stripe down either side. For Langdon area and more Munich, they'll go like this. Carter Tatro, the senior catcher here, part of 5 seniors for the Cardinals. Mason Romfo, the junior second baseman, who is a cousin of Jack and Theo Romfo. Jack is batting third and playing third, and Theo for short is on the mound here for Langdon area and more Munich. Dawson Hine, the junior first baseman. Brody Ragnar, the senior shortstop. Gage Goodman, the senior right fielder. Caden Hyen, the junior designated hitter. He is a twin of Dawson. And Nicholas Kingsit, the junior left fielder, batting ninth, with Welsh, the junior center fielder, out in the outfield. So Tatro, 3 Rumfos in a row with Mason, Jack, and Theo. Dawson Hine, Ringer, Goodman, Caden Hine, Kingset, and Welsh here for Langdon area and more Munich. Under the guidance of head coach Josh Kervanchka, the Cardinals, the champs out of Region 4. That does it for our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Again, American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with American Crystal Sugar Company. We'll take a quick break. When we come back from Corbett Field, it's the first pitch coming up next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, Swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
As we get underway here from Corbett Field, first pitch underway at 4:09, and therefore a strike to Logan Broughton at 0-1 for Theo Romfo here. As the wind is starting to gust a little bit throughout this afternoon. Now it's going to be 0-2. That wind going more from left to right here at Corbett Field. 316 down either line, 356 in the alley, and then you have 410 in straightaway center. Here's the righty in Romfo with the 0-2 offering on the way. They're going to be hit on the ground by Broughton, a 2-hopper to Mason. Romfo is there, goes 4-3 on the put out to Hine, and that'll be 1 down here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Sam Covervig, the senior second baseman, batting second. Covervig in their loss against the Thompson Tommies, able to go 2 for 3 with a pair of singles in the first and the third inning for Central Cass. Sam Convervig, one of 8 seniors here for head coach Dustin Maggio, playing their final game for the Central Cass Squirrels. Breaking ball by Rumfo in there for a strike. Tatro behind home plate, then left to right. Kingsit, Welsh, and Goodman in the outfield here for the Cardinals. The righty Rumfo looks in. That one will miss for a ball. Now 1-1. Jack Rumfo at third. You have Regner at short with Mason, as we mentioned, at second, and Hine at first base here for the Cardinals. The 1-1 offering on the way to Convervig. That'll be inside at the knee for a ball, now at 2-1. State baseball tournament began on Thursday. All the higher seeds except North Star were able to advance, as Central Cass was the number 5 overall seed. The 2-1 offering, that'll miss up in the zone. Now it's 3-1. North Star would eventually go on and take the consolation championship as the number 4 overall seed and win 2 games in this tournament. Here's the 3-1 offering to Convervig. That'll miss for a low. A 5-pitch walk for Salmon. That's one thing Convervig has done well of so far here in this tournament. Find ways to get on base. He was able to do that against North Star with 3 walks, and this will be his 4th walk of the tournament as Braden Mitchell, the junior catcher, now will step up. Was tabbed with the loss after going 6 2/3 innings yesterday in their loss to the Thompson Tommies. Had a perfect game through 3 and just gave up 2 runs in the contest and 3 hits overall. Convervig takes his lead at first. This one will miss for a ball. Now it's 1-0. And once you get to this time of the tournament as well, it's a matter of who do you have left for pitching. If Casey had a back-and-forth 7-inning game, Central Cass, they've only used 2 pitchers. Langdon area Edmore Munich has used a couple of more of those arms so far throughout the tournament. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That'll miss up for a ball, now at 2-0. Pitch number 11 upcoming here in the at-bat for Braden Mitchell. All turfed infield and outfield here at Corbett Field. As Convervig takes his lead at first, the 2-0. In there for a strike, now at 2-1. Justin Klein calling balls and strikes up the third base line is Pat Adair. Cale Hamry up the first base line here for a 3-man umpiring crew for this third place contest. 2 balls, 1 strike on the way. Theo Rumfo looks in. It's going to be hitting the air down the left field line, but slicing foul. That'll be 2-2. As the clouds continue to make their way through, sunny skies have been the adage throughout the weekend here, with the highs in the mid to upper 80s throughout today. Here's the 2-2 offering. Swung on and missed for the strikeout, and Theo Rumfo gets his first punch out of the afternoon. Braden Mitchell goes down, and now there will be 2 down here with a runner at first base with Carter Maggio, the junior shortstop, stepping up to the plate here for Central Cass. Runner at first, Convervig being held on there by Hine. It's going to be hit down the right field line, and that's going to be a foul ball. About a half a foot maybe, if that, just missed. Carter Maggio going for an opposite base hit down the right field line. Instead, it will be strike number 1. Winner of this game will try and do what North Star did, taking the 5th place portion of this tournament. That is, win 2 games at a state tournament. Here's the 0-1. In there for a strike. Now it'll be 0-2. Top of the first inning here. Convervig a 1-out walk so far. Pitch number 16 upcoming on the way here for Theo Rumfo. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Foul back. Now it'll be 0-2. Convervig had a nice, healthy secondary lead at first base there, as Theo just kind of looking to take care of Maggio at the plate with the 0-2 pitch. See what Convervig does here is righty-righty matchup in the top of the first inning. 0-2 pitch, foul back again, and we'll keep it at 0-2. After the conclusion of the championship game, we'll find out who some of the all-senior athlete of the year is going to be, the coach of the year, and also some more post-season awards. So make sure you stay tuned for that later on here once we get to that title game. The 0-2 pitch is going to be scalded. That's a one-hopper to the shortstop. Ranger goes the short way. 6-4 to Mason Rumfo at second to retire Convervig, and that'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, No errors and one runner left on base. A half inning complete on our Irie Insurance scoreboard here as we go to the bottom of the first inning. It is Langdon area Edmore Munich coming to the plate on your liveevent.com.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
As we come back here, let's get to our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups. Now for the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals, Carter Tatro will be batting leadoff again with Mason Rumpho, Jack Rumpho, Theo Rumpho batting cleanup. And you have Hein, Ragnar, Goodman, and Caden Hein. He is the twin again of Dawson, and Nicholas Kingset here for Langdon area Edmore Munich. That is our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups here for the Cardinals. While for the Central Cass Squirrels in the outfield left to right as they've done so far throughout the tournament, Logan Broughton in left, Dakota in center, Mason Bussey in right. Holzer at first, Convervig at second, Maggio at short, Eli Boer at third base with Mitchell behind the plate. Cooper Johnson is the designated hitter for the Central Cass Squirrels. Langdon area Edmore Munich able to win over the Lax Burlington 6-0. Then they fall at the hands of Lemoore Litchfield and the Lobos yesterday in the semifinals to reach this point of the tournament. As now batting in will be Carter Tatro here for the senior catcher. Going up against Owen Cates on the bump here for the Central Cass Squirrels. The righty Cates looks in and fires. That'll be in there for a strike at 0-1. And if you're Cates, you have a lot of work to do in front of you. Jackson Parker and also Braden Mitchell with complete games in their starts here at state. The 0-1, that'll slip out of the hands of Cates. Now it'll be 1-1. So if you're Coach Destin Maggio, you have enough arms left in the tank here. Well, if you're Coach Josh Krvachka as well, got some arms and some guys who have some pitches left. This will be hit on the ground of Maggio at short. Maggio able to beat the runner at first and Tatro. That'll be 6-3 on the play. And now there's one down here in the bottom of the first inning. Always a tough game to get up for any sport and any team playing that third place game, getting ever so close to playing in a championship, and particularly with how these two teams fared in their contest. Langdon area Edmore Munich and Lemoore Litchfield was the definition of a roller coaster ride. Just it had its ups, it had its swings, it had its goods, bads, and uglies in that game. Well, for Central Cass, here's the 1-0 pitch to Mason Rumpho. This will be hit on the ground, and that'll be splitting Boer and Maggio into short left field, and Mason Rumpho gets a single. As Jack Rumpho here, the senior third baseman, will step up to the plate, but going back to what we mentioned earlier, just a different style of semifinal game where Central Cass was back in another pitcher's duel as they were on Thursday night against North Star. Cates looks back the runner at first. This one will be one hopped in the dirt, blocked on the back by Mitchell, and it'll now be 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes here for Owen Cates. He'll have to contend with a one-out base runner, as Langdon area Edmore Munich did in the top of the first. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt, blocked again here by Mitchell. This one kept in front of him. It will now be 2-0. After Jack, it'll be Theo Rumpho here against pitcher versus pitcher in this contest. As taking his lead off of first is Mason. A 2-0 offering. That'll run in for a ball now at 3-0. See if Jack gets the green light here. 3 balls, no strikes with Coach Krvachka up the third base line. The 3-0 offering. That'll be a 4-pitch walk on the way, and the Cardinals got something brewing here in the first inning. One thing that Coach Justin Maggio said in our pregame report was the fact that what the Cardinals do well as a team up and down the lineup is they're going to find ways to put the ball in play and force the defense to make plays behind the pitcher. And so far, they found a single, a walk, and Carter Tatro was able to get a grounder to Maggio at short. Theo Romfo here, the freshman pitcher, with runners at first and second. First pitch swinging is going to hit this one, and that'll be off the glove of Cates. And unfortunate there as Cates came off the mound. His momentum carried him towards the third base side. He tried to glove it, unable to do so as it comes just off of his glove. And now bases will be loaded of Cardinals. So Mason Rumfo stands at third base. Jack Rumfo stands at second. And Theo Rumfo now at first. As Dawson Hine, the junior first baseman, opportunity to bring some runners in here for the Cardinals in the bottom of the first inning. One down. Breaking ball, that'll be out of the zone. Now 1-0. Pitch number 12 upcoming here for Owen Cates. Bases full of Cardinals again. Rumfo, and Rumfo. It's a family connection on the base pass for the Cardinals. 1-0 pitch is going to be sliced up the first base line, but into the home bullpen here. Now it'll be 1-1. The Minot Hot Tots is the Northwoods League affiliate that plays here at Corbett Field. They joined the Bismarck Larks as part of the Northwoods League. Bismarck has been now in the Northwoods League, I believe, for their third year already. Here's the 1-1 offering from Cates. That'll miss for a ball now 3, and that'll make it 2-1. After Cates, it's Brady Regner for the senior shortstop. 2 balls, 1 strike. As Cates looks back, the runner at third, and the pitch. Going to be hit on the ground. This goes to third baseman Boer. They get the out at home. The throw to first base. Holzer unable to finish it off with the double play as he took his left foot off the bag as hustling down as and behind. Reaches on a fielder's choice. Boer to Mitchell. That'll go 5-2 on the putout of Mason Rumfo as Jack goes to third. Theo to second, and Hine again stands at first base. There's 2 down now here in the bottom of the first inning with Brady Regner at the plate. The senior shortstop. First pitch will take a strike now, 0-1. So the Cardinals a chance to pounce on the Squirrels here and get a couple runs across, where Cates is one good pitch away from getting out of the pickle in the bottom of the first inning. The 0-1 offering out of the zone. That'll miss for a ball. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. For the Central Cass Squirrels in the top of the second inning, they'll be sending 5, 6, and 7 batters with Dakota to lead things off in the second. Here's the 1-1. That'll miss low at the knee. Now 2 balls and 1 strike. Cardinals 2 years ago able to make the state championship and win it. Last year made it to state, unable to make it to the title, and this year again make it to state, just unable to reach the championship game. 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Gave it a good rip, though, did Ranger. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and bases full of Cardinals here as Cates looks into Mitchell behind the plate. The 2-2 offering. That'll be out of the zone. Breaking ball. That'll be 3-2. As the sun makes its way beneath some of the clouds here and gives a little reprieve for a moment. So bases full here with Regner, and the payoff pitch coming up by Cates. The 3-2. That'll be low at the knee. It'll be a walk, and the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals, they draw first blood. Jack Rumfo will come in to score. Theo Rumfo will trot his way to third base. Dawson Hine to second, and Brody Regner again with a walk. And that'll be an RBI as the Cardinals will make a courtesy runner here with Jaden Lee. So Lee now will be at at third base, as the Cardinals have taken the first lead of the contest. So bases low to walk. Here's the pitch. That'll be in there for a strike. Gage Goodman takes a fastball for the senior right fielder. Here's the 0-1 offering. And that one will hit him. Going to come in and hit Goodman. So coming in to score will be Lee. That'll be the second run of the game. Hine will go to third. Regner goes to second. And a hit by pitch with Goodman there will bring the runner in. That'll be a run driven in as well here for Langdon area Edmore Munich. So the Cardinals so far with 2 hits, 2 runs across in 2/3 of an inning so far for Cates, and it's Caden Hine, the number 8 batter in the lineup, standing up to the plate. So a walk again with Ragnar, and then makes it 2-0 here with a hit by pitch following that first pitch on the way, and therefore strike to Caden Hine, now 0-1. No balls, 1 strike on the way here to Caden Hine as Cates right now already 2 runs across for the Cardinals. The 0-1 as going to be sliced up the right field line. Foul now 0-2. Cates in this inning has allowed 3 free passes, 2 walks, and a hit by pitches, yet to strike out anybody, and then 2 singles, and 1 was an infield single off of the glove of Cates. This is foul back again to the backstop, and we'll keep it at 0-2. So for right now, the Cardinals will play out in front, but they have a chance to really open this game up a little bit here if Hine can put something in the outfield. The 0-2 going to be hit on the ground, but foul now up the third baseline, and we'll keep it at no balls and 2 strikes. Cates has already thrown 26 pitches here in the first inning. As we pitch number 27, the 0-2. Cates with a long look back at the runner at third. That'll be out of the zone. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner at third base, Dawson Hine. At second is Ragnar, and Goodman stands at first here for the Cardinals. The 1-2 offering upcoming. Breaking ball, got him out in front. Here's the third baseman, Boer. Goes to Holzer, put his foot on the bag. He did, able to hold it on. That'll be 5-3 to retire this side. But 2 runs come across off of 2 hits. There was no errors and 3 runners left on base. 1 complete on our Irie pregame on our Irie scoreboard here. It's 2-0 in favor of the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals on your liveevent.com.
Spring is here, and the scenery while driving down the road will soon be filled with farm machinery planting this year's crop. Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. As fieldwork begins, we want to remind you to take extra caution when approaching large, slow-moving machinery traveling down the road. A successful crop year is one that is accident-free. Irie Insurance offers all lines of insurance, and we would love the opportunity to visit with you. For our contact information, please visit our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
Top of the second inning, Langdon area Edmore Munich 2. The Central Cass Squirrels scoreless here on our Irie scoreboard. Central Cass, Dakota, Eli Boer, and Cooper Johnson. 15 innings so far for Central Cass. They've scored just 2 runs here at the state tournament, but they've only given up in comparison to as well before the 2 runs scored by Langdon area Edmore Munich there in the 4th inning. So, Dakota, Boer, and Johnson here as the righty again. Theo Rumfo looks in to Tatro behind the plate, and the pitch. They'll be in there for a strike at 0-1. Good looking pitch on the way by the freshman in Rumfo. The 0-1 offering upcoming. It's going to be laced up the first base line. That'll go foul now at 0-2 in that first inning of play. Sam Kovarovic drew a 1-out walk, and then Rumfo was able to get a strikeout following that of Mitchell. Then Carter Maggio was retired on a fielder's choice. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Dakota. Going to be hit up the first base line, but that'll be a foul ball. I'll keep it at 0-2. one more time here from Corbett Field in Minot, as the breeze is starting to make its way through, and Old Faithful across the center field way is starting to whip around a little bit more, blowing left to right. Top of the second inning here, 7 innings of regulation baseball. We didn't see a run rule earlier in this tournament. Thompson over Bishop Ryan in 6. The 0-2 pitch going to be hit on the ground. One hopper here for Jack Rumfo, and this is going to be over the first baseman's head, and Dakota, as he went into first base, Hine was trying to climb the ladder. They both collide. They look to be all right. We'll see how they mark that one officially. That will be on an error on the throw, and all of a sudden now for the Squirrels, they will have a runner on here in the first inning. So we'll see if Central Kansas can take advantage of a Jack Rumfo throwing error there at third base. Hine tried to do his best to climb on that at first, but Dakota just runs into him, and here's the pickoff throw, getting back in safely is Dakota. Eli Boer, the junior third baseman, will bat now here for the Central Kansas Squirrels so far in this tournament. 2 of 6 with a run scored and a run driven in. That's a miss outside for a ball at 1-0. And we saw it in the regional tournament where Central Kansas was able to put up one particular good inning, a crooked number, 3-4 runs. Have yet to see that here in Minot at State. The 1-0 offering upcoming here to Eli. This going to be hit in the air. That's a good shot to left center field, and that's going to be over King's head. And rounding third base here is going to be Carter Dakota, as he will come in to score, and Eli Boer with an RBI double here for Central Cass. Eli Boer with a great base knock to left center field. That sounded good right off the bat. Barreled up here. Dakota comes in to score, and Eli stands at second base. So that breaks up the goose egg here for Rumfo on the mound. And for the Central Cass Squirrels, they will get their first run of the contest. Pitch up coming to Cooper Johnson, will be in there for a strike. But for Central Cass, able to answer the 2 runs from Langdon here so far with at least 1, and there's still nobody out. Here's the 0-1 offering. That'll miss for a ball now at 1-1. Cooper Johnson able to have a pinch hitting role yesterday in their loss against the Thompson Tommies. Able to DH here in this contest in his final game for Coach Maggio as a Central Cass Squirrel. The 1-1 pitch going to be fouled. Now make it 1-2. Cooper Johnson, part of that all-region team. And speaking of that all-region team, we'll find out again. The Region Senior Athlete of the Year, Coach of the Year from their respective regions, making their way to Minot to find out who's going to be the person to win those respective awards. Here's the 1-2 offering. That'll miss low in the dirt. Now 2-2. Runner at second base in Boer being held on by Mason Rumfo, about as close as he possibly can be there at second base. There's the 2-2 offering. Going to be foul tipped in the glove of Tatrolt for the strikeout. That'll be out number 1 and the second strikeout for Rumfo here on the mound. As Cole Holzer, the junior first baseman, batting 8th, then Mason Bussey. And back to the top of the lineup here for the Central Cass Squirrels. So righty-righty matchup here with Rumfo and Holzer. The pitch. Going to be hit down the left field line, and that's going to drop in for a base knock. Grounding third is Eli Boer. He's going to come in and score. Cole Holzer ties it up with an RBI single to left. It's now 2-2 on our Irie Insurance scoreboard.
Number 6, right fielder.
Boer comes in, making the second run of the contest. Second hit here, and these have all been earned as well. As now Mason Bussey, the senior right fielder, 30 pitches on the mound here for Rumfo. The pitch, that'll be in there for a strike. So Holzer delivers the goods on the RBI here for Central Cass to tie it at 2 apiece. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to Mason Bussey. In there for strike number 2. This inning started with an error, as Dakota was able to get on board with a Jack Rumfo error, then a double with Eli Boer to bring him in. Strikeout of Johnson. Holzer with an RBI single. The 0-2 pitch. That'll miss. Now 1-2. Something Coach Kravachka said in our pregame show. They just kind of threw the ball around the yard a little bit yesterday in their loss to Lamorlich Marion. Doesn't want to see a repeat of that here in this third-place game. Also run in, little chin music there for Bussey. Had to take a step back. Now it's 2-2. Logan Broughton due up next then for Central Cass as Holzer takes his lead at first. 2-2 pitch. It's going to be hit down the right field line, and that'll slice foul. So batter number 9 here for Central Cass. First time through the order so far against Theo Romfo. And in a third, 2 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Barring what this at-bat with Mason Bussey provides. Here's the 2-2. Jammed him, hit up the first base line. Goodman into right, will camp underneath it for the second out. Bussey does a good job working the count, however. Takes some pitches off of Theo Romfo. Now it's Logan Broughton. Broughton 0 for 1 today with a grounder to start things off to Mason Rumfo. A contest that is about a half hour old so far here in the top of the second inning. Holzer again with that nice lead with 2 outs here. No throw over. First pitch swinging is Broughton. This is a 2-hopper that'll go to Jack Rumfo. 5-3 on the putout to retire the Central Cass Squirrels and the side here in the top of the second inning. We go to the bottom of the second with a new score on our Irie Insurance scoreboard, tied at 2 on your liveevent.com.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
Update for you from softball. Kindred Richland leads Mayport CG 8-4 in the bottom of the 6th. Tied at 2 apiece here between Central Cass and Langdon here in this contest. In the third place game between the Central Cass Squirrels and the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. I'm Chase Miller with you from Minot. Central Cass in that second inning took advantage of an error. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 runner on with an error against the Cardinals. As it will be Nicholas Kingsit, Carter Tatro, and then Mason Rumfo here stepping up to the plate for Langdon area Edmore Munich. First time through the lineup here for Owen Cates after his at-bat with Kingsit. First inning through 28 pitches. This one foul back by Nicholas. It'll now be 0-1. So Owen Cates, that first inning, 2 hits, 2 runs. Was able to work out of a situation, though, with bases loaded to get Caden Hine to ground out. The 0-1 offering. Going to be hit on the ground to the shortstop. Here comes Maggio, and this one will go right through Maggio's glove. Rounding first is going to be Kingsit. He'll stand there, and that'll be an E6 here by Maggio. And for Langdon area Edmore Munich, they'll get their leadoff man aboard here in the second inning. Now it's Carter Tatro to the plate. 0 for 1 so far today for Coach Kravachka. We'll see what kind of play he puts on here with the runner at first base being held on by Holzer. Owen Cates looks back the runner. The pitch. Bunting. This will go right back to Cates. Fields his position. Tries to get the lead runner. They do a double play opportunity, but they will get the lead runner here reaching on a fielder's choice. Will be Tatro. So out at second. It'll be 1-4 on the putout, and there's 1 down. That one just went right back to the pitcher here, and Cates, as we mentioned, did a great job fielding his position to get the out. Now there's 1 down here with Mason Rumfo. Singled and was stranded at third base his last time up. So a run up and in on a fastball. Now 1-0. 2 runs in the first inning for the Cardinals. 2 runs matched by the Squirrels in the top of the second after putting up a goose egg in the top half of the first. Here's the 1-0 offering. This will be in the dirt. Runner was going anyway. It'll be a stolen base here for Tatro to get into scoring position. And now a 2-0 count and a hitter's count for Mason Rumfo to boot. Justin Klein behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Kel Hamry at first. Pat Adair at third base here from Corbett Field. The 2-0 offering upcoming. As Cates looks back, the runner at second. This is going to be hit in the air, and that's going to go over the outstretched glove of Maggio into left field. Rounding third, Tatro. Here's the throw by Brunton. Hits the cutoff man, Boer, and this one is actually going to get by Boer and go into the dugout as well. So it will be an one batted in, and then on top of it, we will see where they're going to put the runner in Mason Rumfo after that went all the way into the dugout. Went right underneath Eli Boer's glove there. So it is a 3-2 contest. Coming into score is going to be Tatrolt, his first run of the game. Mason Rumfo, that'll be a single. Then as he was able to come across here, that'll be an error as well. So 2 errors in the inning. It'll be a run driven in here for Mason. It's now 3-2 in favor of the Cardinals. So 3-2 here for Langdon area Edmore Munich. Jack Rumfo takes the strike. The pitch, that'll miss for a ball now at 1-1. And so far the Cardinals able to put a run across here in the third, and there's 1 down and a chance to add to it with the runner 90 feet away. Here's the 1-1 offering. Up in the zone, and that'll be 3-1. 3 balls, 2 balls, 1 strike on the way, to the number 3 batter here with Jack Rumfo, and the Cardinals have put the ball in play a lot here today. That'll miss. It'll now be 3-1. As Cates looks back, the runner at third, and Mason Rumfo here, the 3-1 offering. That'll miss for a ball. That'll be a walk on the way. That'll be the 4th free pass here for Cates. And see what Coach Maggio wants to do is he's about a step or 2 out in his dugout. And now you'll have Theo Rumfo. Runners at the corners, and what kind of play will Coach Kravachka put on now and try to see if it's a delayed steal, get a runner into scoring position, see what the throw with Mitchell tries to do behind the plate. Here's the pitch. Runner's going to go. Mitchell's throw down to second. Going to be cut off there by Covervig. Not going to matter, as Jack Rumfo now is in scoring position. So runners at second and third right now with 1 down, and it'll be a 1-0 count upcoming here to Theo Rumfo. The 0-1 offering here by Cates. Out of the zone, now 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here with 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. The 1-1 pitch. This is going to be smashed, an opposite field single on the way. Coming in the score is 1 Rumfo. Jack Rumfo is going to be held at third, and it's an RBI single here for Theo Rumfo. Mason comes in to score. That'll be his first run of the game. Jack is able to scamper his way down to third base, and Theo Rumfo right now has his second base knock, as you'll have Lee Courtesy running for him again, and that'll be a run driven in as well. It's now 4-2 Cardinals. As coming up will be Dawson Hine now for Langdon area Edmore Munich. This is batter number 6 here of the second inning. Runner is going to go to second. Covervig comes in to cut it off to take a look back, and that's going to be a stolen base on the way here for Lee. And the Cardinals right now with 2 runs across so far here in the second. Want to add to it on a 1-0 count here for Dawson Hine, who reached base on a fielder's choice his last time up in the first inning. 45th pitch on the way for Owen Cates. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. Good pitch by Cates. Good location as that was swung on top here by Dawson Hine. So 1 ball, 1 strike here with 1 out with runners in scoring position again for the Cardinals. Hine, the number 5 batter in the lineup, sees this one come in and hit him. Hit by pitch. That's a 5th free pass by Owen Cates, and the bases are loaded as they were in the first inning. Now here in the second inning for the Cardinals as Brady Regner with a walk his last time up. Will step up to the plate. He was stranded eventually at second base in the first. Runner at third is Jack Rumfo. You have Theo Rumfo, courtesy run for with Lee at second. This is a squeeze play on the way. Cates is going to field it, able to go to Holzer at first. They get the out, but it will be traded for a run. So coming in to score is going to be Jack Rumfo. Lee will scamper his way to third, and Hine will go to second. That was just a nice squeeze play on that one. So the run driven in goes to Regner. Coming in to score again is Jack Rumfo here. It's now 5-2 in favor of the Cardinals, as Cates will take an out for the run. Now it's Goodman. Goodman fouls this one back. It'll be 0-1. Back-to-back innings where the Cardinals have put 8 batters to the plate so far. Coming up, we'll get to our Bank North in-game update, recap what's happened so far as we near the middle part of this game. Here's the 0-1 offering on the way to Goodman. Having to come out of his catcher's crouch there was Mitchell. It's now 1-1. Perfectly executed squeeze, though, by Regner with the man hustling down the line. Just pretty much have to put that in play if you can and execute it well. The 1-1 pitch going to be hit on the ground. Maggio deep in the hole at short. Able to come across. Holzer gloves it with the stretch to retire the side. But 3 runs come across here for the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals on 2 hits and 2 errors with 2 runners left on base. 2 complete on our Irie Insurance scoreboard. It's 5-2 Cardinals here on YourLiveEvent.com with the Squirrels coming to the plate.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at RDK Enterprises, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Top of the third inning we go. Langdon area, Edmore, Munich, and Central Cass. 5-2 Cardinals. Central Cass, Sam Kovarovic, Braden Mitchell, and Carter Maggio here. 2, 3, 4 batters on the way for the Central Cass Squirrels. They were able to come back and bounce back with a couple of runs in the second, and they will need to do so again here. Kovarovic, Mitchell, and Maggio to get things going here against Theo Rumfo. Rumfo with his 38th pitch to begin the third inning. First pitch swinging. This one's going to be hit in the air. That's to left center field, and this one will die in there for a base knock. Rounding first on his way to second is Sam Kovarovic, as he's going to be in there when they stand up double. So Squirrel bats are coming alive in the third game here from Corbett Field. As that's going to be an extra base hit. The second one of the contest as Kovarovic joins Eli Boer with a double, and now it's going to be Braden Mitchell. So runner at second base here again is Sam Kovarovic, as make sure that he gets his little bit of padding for his right hand. Sometimes you slide in and just allows your fingers maybe not to get crumbled or possibly stepped on or jammed. As this, speaking of a jam, is going to be popped up into short right center field. Welsh and Goodman are there. Goodman's going to make the catch. Kovarovic unable to tag. One pitch, and there's one down into right field. Now it's going to be Carter Maggio. Reach base on a fielder's choice, but eventually ended the inning in the first. Carvig takes his lead at second, being held on there by Mason Ramfo here. As Carter Maggio, the junior shortstop, hits one in the air. Playable again for Jack Ramfo here, and then he'll give way to the shortstop in Ragnar. So it'll be a pop out to the shortstop, 2 pitches and 2 outs as the Squirrels this time through. They've been first pitch swinging with Carvig, Mitchell, and Maggio. Has awarded him a double, but also has awarded him now 2 outs. As it would be Carter Dakota stepping up to the plate, reach base on an error with a run scored back in the second. This one will be in there for a strike. Anthony at 0-1. The junior center fielder here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Someone who's got a good arm and good wheels as well to cover ground in center field. The 0-1 offering. Swung on and missed. Now 0-2 fastball. Middle high through the zone as we're talking with Justin Klein behind the plate. Just saying if that was indeed a swinging strike or if he swung at something that might have been out of the zone. The Rumfo rocks and delivers. The 0-2, that's going to be a strikeout. Foul tipped in the glove of Tatro to retire the Squirrels here in the third inning. A leadoff double goes awry. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the third inning. It is a 5-2 contest in favor of the Cardinals here on YourLiveEvent.com.
It's a North Dakota All-Star Gathering on Your Live Event, as we'll have coverage of the Shields Softball All-Star Series on June 5th and 6th.
And the 1-2. Hit on the ground, going to sneak through the middle for a base hit.
The Optimist Volleyball Series on June 12th and 13th.
This one comes Olivia Vetter, back set, blocked at the net.
Plus the Lions All-Star Basketball Series on July 10th and 11th.
Now it's with Class A. Here's Michael Nile with the windmill duck.
For more information, go to YourLiveEvent.com.
Good Luck Tommies from everyone at Thompson Public Schools, where their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. A thank you to the students, teachers, parents, and staff that made this a great school year. And a special congratulations and good luck to the graduating class of 2023. You can find out more about the great things happening in Thompson Public Schools, plus summer camp information, 2023-2024 school year calendar dates, information, and athletic requirements. TPS-K12.org. Go Tommies!
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
As we come back here in the bottom of the third inning, pitching change for the Central Cass Squirrels. Carter Maggio will go from shortstop to play as the pitcher on the mound now, as Jackson Parker will come in and play at shortstop. Boer still at third with Calvary at second, Holzer at first, and then Mitchell behind the plate. Owen Cates goes 2 innings of work, 4 hits, 5 runs, 5 walks, and 0 strikeouts. Caden Hine, first pitch swinging, hits one in the air. Pop up here for Calvary at second base. Goes underneath it, and a developing theme here in the third inning is first pitch swinging, as this one will be a pop up, and Hine is retired. Nicholas Kingset now able to reach base on an error his last time up. So far combined 3 errors in this game, 6 hits and 7 runs, and we haven't even played 3 complete innings. First pitch swinging, popped up and playable here for Maggio, who takes about 10 steps off the mound to his left in between the pitcher's mound and first base. And now we're going to have Carter Tatro. So again, Carter Tatro here at the plate. Stolen base, reach base in the second with a fielder's choice with a run scored as well. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, now at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, that'll miss. That'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. First appearance for Maggio here in the state tournament up in Minot on the mound. Here's the 1-1. That'll be swung on and missed. That'll be 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here to the leadoff batter in the Cardinals lineup. Third time through, and the 1-2 offering. Breaking ball hit on the ground up the third base line, but about a foot foul. Carter Maggio brings a little bit more heat than what Owen Cates did. So now for the Cardinals going 2 times through the lineup, they will have to readjust themselves to a new pitcher in Maggio with the 1-2 offering. Strike 3 looking, and that's the first strikeout here for the Central Cass Squirrels. A 3 up, 3 down, bottom of the third inning. We played 3 complete. Our Bank North update coming up next here on your liveevent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Top of the 4th inning we go. Let's get to a Bank North in-game update. Go to ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and proud supporter of their communities. That is ibanknorth.com. 2 runs so far for the Central Cass Squirrels on 2 hits. They have committed 2 errors with 3 runners left on base. For Langdon area, Edmore, Munich, 5 runs off of 4 hits. They've committed 1 error, and they've left 5 runners on base. They've chased Owen Cates out of the game after 2 innings, while Theo Rumfall right now is on for his 4th inning of work. That does it for our Bank North in-game update. Check out their mobile app store, and also go to ibanknorth.com to find a location and branch near you today. This one will miss for a ball here to Eli Boer with a double and an RBI here for Central Cass. The 1-0 pitch is going to be laced to straightaway center field here, and Eli's doing a great job at this tournament, finding ways to get on base. Second base knock of the day here for Eli. Now there's a runner at first with Cooper Johnson. Boer now in this tournament batting 4 for 8 with a homer, a double, and 2 singles. Cooper Johnson struck out his last time up as Theo Rumfo gives up his base knock. This is going to be hit on the ground, trying to get the lead runner on the bunt opportunity. Cooper Johnson will reach base, but it'll be on a fielder's choice as getting out at second. Good job by Theo Rumfo playing his position there off the mound. Now there's one down as Johnson is aboard at first base. Cole Holzer will step up to the plate next here for Central Cass. As you have Theo Rumfo looking back the runner, and this one will be in there for a strike at 0-1. Cole Holzer with the RBI single. Once again, there's 4 hits across here for Central Cass. The pitch swung on and miss, and that'll be 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out on the way. Theo Rumfo looking for his 4th strikeout. 0-2, that'll miss low. It'll be now 1-2. Central Cass, this is game number 21 of their season. While on the opposite side for the Cardinals, this is game just number 17 here for Langdon area and more Munich. The 1-2 pitch popped up, a playable opportunity here, and the pitcher will come in across to make the play. Good job by Theo Rumpel putting on a little bit of the afterburners as he had to go from the mound in between first and home and even make the play in foul territory for the pop-out. And there's 2 down now here in the top of the 4th inning. Mason Bussey digs in. Runner at first base again is Eli Boer with a leadoff single. Takes his lead. This one will go off the catcher's glove on the exchange. That'll miss outside for a ball at 1-0. Squirrels 4 batters in the first inning. They sent 6 batters to the plate in the second, 4 in the third, and so far this is batter number 4 here of the 4th inning for Central Cass. As getting back in safely is Eli Boer at first base. Mason Bussey so far here in this tournament, 1 of 7 from the plate. Flew out to right field with Goodman his last time up in the second. As Theo Rumpel works from the stretch, the 1-0. Out of the zone now at 2-0 as Eli is kind of getting another step or 2 lead there at first base, making his way with particularly that secondary lead. There's the 2-0 pitch on the way. That'll miss. Now 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes to the number 9 batter. Then it goes back to the top of the lineup here for the Central Cass Squirrels. As we're at the midway point of this contest through 7 innings. 3-0 pitch in there at the knee for a strike. Now 3-1. Kingston in left with Welsh in center. Goodman, as we mentioned, in right here for the Cardinals. Tatrope behind the plate with Theo Rumpel on the mound. Righty-righty matchup to Bussey, the 3-1. That'll be in there for a strike at 3-2 taking was Bussey. Now leaving early will be the runner in Eli Boer with a 3-2 count with 2 outs. Hine holding on the runner. The payoff pitch, runner goes. And we foul back, and Eli Boer will be able to do it all over again. Jack Rumpel at third base, Ringer at short, and then Mason Rumpel at second base here for the Cardinals on the infield. Playing behind the runner is Hine now at first with the 3-2. It's going to be hit in the air. That's going to be to right center field. Welsh going to be able to cut this one off. Bobbles it then, and this will allow the runner and Boer rounding third as he will come in. It'll be a single with an error, and it's now 5-3. Langdon area Edmore Munich on top, but the Squirrels are able to play to run. As coming in to score again, running off the pitch was Eli. He will come in. That'll be his second run of the contest. Mason Bussey delivers a base knock for his and the team's 5th hit of the game, as Logan Broughton will be coming to the plate. So 5-3 now in favor of the Cardinals. And the tying run comes up to the plate here for Central Cass. Well, Alan Jackson plays in the background. Here you know you're in western North Dakota when you hear those good old country songs making their way through the PA system. Logan Broughton 0 for 2 today as a leadoff batter, but a chance to drive in another run with Mason Bussey in scoring position. Pitch will be in the dirt, making his way to third base here. Going to slide in. Is he out? Yes, he is. It had to be a perfect throw by Tatrold. It was a pass ball, and then he threw a P to Jack Rumpel. As sliding in there was Mason Bussey at third, and by the time he went to go try to slide, Rumpel just applied the tag to retire this side. The Squirrels, however, do score 1. We have a new score on our Irie Insurance scoreboard. It is 5-3 in favor of the Cardinals.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at RDK Enterprises, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Bottom of the fourth inning here on YourLiveEvent.com. A final for you. The Kindred Richland Vikings with a 11-5 win over the Mayport CG Patriots. That Thompson Tommy softball game probably going to be closer to about a 5:30 start or so for the Tommy softball team. This one's going to miss for a ball low. It's now 1-0 Mason Rumfo, Jack Rumfo, and then Theo Rumfo. It's a family affair here for the Cardinals. Next game, even if this gets done early, we'll start at 6:30 or give 35 minutes or so for Thompson and Lemoore Litchfield-Marion. 2-0 pitch on the way from Mason Rumfo. That'll be in there for a strike now at 2-1. Connor Maggio on for his second inning of work. Pitch number 11 upcoming here for the righty. The 2-1 offering. Going to be chopped and hit on the ground. Eli Boer comes in and charges, flips, and this will be an A5. Rounding first on his way is Rumfo. He'll be in a scoring position here. Eli Boer made a nice play, but as he brought the ball into his glove on the exchange, it just went over Holzra at first base. And that'll be the third error of the game here for Central Cass, and a runner right off the bat here for the Cardinals in scoring position. Jack Rumfo now will step up to the plate as Mitchell will come on and with a runner in scoring position, talk to Maggio on the signs, what the first or second indicator will be. Central Cass, 2 runs in the second, 1 run in the fourth. The Cardinals have scored in every inning so far but the third, entering the bottom of the fourth, 2 in the first and 3 in the second. The pitch going to be popped up. Shortstop coming there is Parker. Does a really good job playing the sun a little bit and the wind to field that one right in front of the fair foul line in short left field for the first out. Theo Rumfo with 2 singles, and then he was courtesy run for by Lee. And so far, 2 hits and a run driven in for Theo Rumfo to help himself on the mound, but he's done it at the plate as well. As Maggio looks back to runner at second. First pitch swinging, going to be hit down the left field line, but that's going to be a foul ball. Padded air says it was foul, just missing. Otherwise, that would have been an RBI base knock here for Theo Rumfo. Instead, it's a strike number 1. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out here with a runner in Mason Rumfo at second base. The Cardinals have led wire to wire so far here in this one. Tied at 2 ever so briefly after an inning and a half, and the Cardinals put up a 3 spot in the bottom half of that second to regain the lead. He's going to one hop and get all the way to the backstop here as Mason Rumfo on the wild pitch will be making his way to third base. That'll be a 1 ball, 1 strike count upcoming to Theo Rumfo. Cleanup batter for the Cardinals has done just that today with 2 hits and a chance to add on to it here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the 1-1 offering. Going to be hit in the air. That's going to go to left center field, and that's going to drop in and split for Dakota and Broughton for an RBI single here for Theo Rumfo. So Rumfo does it again, gets another hit. That's his third, his second run driven in the contest. It's now 6-3 in favor of the Cardinals.
Number 27, first baseman Dawson Hine.
As the Cardinals take a 6-3 lead, and Rumfo's going to stay out on the mound. Or excuse me, stay at first base. Pick play, diving back safely, no problem. Top of the lineup here for the Cardinals continues to be a thorn in the Central Cass Squirrels side as Dawson Hine sees this one miss for a ball now at 1-0. Have a run by Tatralt, and then Mason Rumfo, 2 singles with a run driven in and a run scored. Jack Rumfo, 2 walks with 2 walks scored, and Theo Rumfo been up 3 times and on 3 times. Big play. Not going to be in time. As Theo again, 3 singles with 2 runs driven in so far here for the Cardinals. Bottom of the 4th inning from Corbett Field on yourliveevent.com. The 1-0 pitch. He swung on and missed. Now it's going to be 1-1. Squirrels will have a chance to turn 2 here, get out of the inning and get to the top of the 5th for the Cardinals. How much farther can they pass the baton down the line here and keep getting an opportunity against Carter Maggio? This will be a 1-2 now here for the Cardinals. One-two pitch upcoming for Carter. Works from the stretch. Swung on and missed for the strikeout. Maggio gets his 2nd strikeout in relief, and that'll be the 2nd out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Brady Regner with a walk his first time up, then executed the squeeze play to perfection as a run came in to score on that squeeze. First pitch swing, and that's going to be a hot shot right to Eli Boer at third as he makes the line drive catch to retire the Cardinals here in the 4th inning. A run does come across to score. However, 1 run off 1 hit. There was an error and 1 runner left on base. We played 4 complete here from Corbett Field at 6-3 in favor of the Cardinals on yourliveevent.com.
Did you know that there are several different types of crop hail insurance policies? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We at Irie Insurance want to help you select a hail policy that will best protect your crops and bottom line from a hailstorm. Give us a call today to schedule a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent. For our contact information, go to our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Top of the 5th inning we go. Central Cass down to their final 6 outs in this one. Unless they can, final 9 outs, unless they can put some hits on the board and drive some runs across here against the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. As for the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals, Jack Rumfo going to be taking the mound now. So Theo Rumfo, his day is done. 4 innings of work. 5 hits against, 3 runs, 2 of them were earned, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. So again, Jack Rumfo coming on here for the Cardinals. As Theo will go now to third base, so just a straight swap of the pitcher and the catcher. First pitch swinging. This is a fly ball hit on the air for Logan Broughton. That one's going to one-hop the wall. Broughton on his way from first to second. He was swinging on a fastball, got it, and it's a leadoff double here for the Central Cass Squirrels. Second, make it the 3rd double of the day here for Central Cass, and now it's Sam Covervig. Squirrels bats will get their 6th hit of the game. Central Cass against Wolfgram just had 5 hits, and then against North Star, they just were able to muster 7 hits. So they've gotten some hits here in the state tournament. They haven't just been able to put them together consecutively as Covervig fouls this one back. That'll be 0-1. Covervig, very productive tournament here for the senior. A walk with a double so far here today. 4 walks in the tournament. He's just found ways to get on base and made a really nice defensive play at shortstop against Thompson yesterday as well. The 0-1 misses outside. It'll now be 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here with a runner at second base and Broughton An awfully big run at that for Central Cass. This one be fouled now. It's 1-2 when you're trailing. All about finding ways to get productive outs, moving guys up 90 feet. But particularly when you're down by 3 runs and you get a runner on, how can you find a way to drive them in? Because the Cardinals' bats, 6 runs just at times doesn't feel big enough. Daylight play, Broughton able to come back in safely, unlike last night where you felt like after the first 2-3 innings with Wolfgram and Mitchell on the mound, respectively, for Thompson and Central Cass, that 3 runs might be enough with how good those two were pitching, and it was 3 runs combined in the game. The 1-2. Swung on, foul tip into the glove of Tatrell here, and that'll be a strikeout. Breaking ball on with Jack Rumfo here as he gets the strike. And now it's going to be Braden Mitchell. Mitchell 0 for 2 with a strikeout here as the junior catcher here during this tournament is 1 of 8 from the plate, but last night 6 2/3 innings of work, 3 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts in the loss to Thompson. As Jack Rumfo looks back the runner at second and Broughton. Here's the big play again, and Broughton's able to get back safely at second base. Logan's going to take that opportunity to get a little extra lead if he can. So it's up to Mason Rumfo right now at second to try to keep him as close as he possibly can do so. Here's the pitch. That'll miss up for a ball to Braden Mitchell at 1-0. Going back to the first inning for Central Cass, a 1-out walk for Convervig, unable to come in and score. Then they plated 2 runs in the second thanks to a leadoff error that allowed Dakota to get on base. Boer with a double and then a single by Cole Holzer. This will be in the dirt now, 2-0. Third inning, a leadoff double by Sam Convervig went awry, and then in the fourth, leadoff single by Eli Boer would eventually come in to score. Here's the pitch. Going to be swung on and missed. Now 2-1. Then Boer came in to score after that error in center field by Welsh after the single by Bussey in the fourth inning. Top of the fifth, 2-1. Here's the daylight play again. Broughton able to come back, and they are really paying a lot of attention right now. Ranger at shortstop. You have Mason Rumfo. They both kind of deked that time on who was going to cover the second base. Broughton might be getting tired of sliding on this turf to second, as he's done it once, twice, 3, 4 times already here. The 2-1 pitch going to be popped up and hit to the shortstop, Ranger, for the second out. As Carter Maggio will be coming up to the plate. The junior shortstop, now pitcher here for the Central Cass Squirrels. With a large run again, a leadoff double at second base. This one will miss for a ball at 1-0. Eastern side of the state's going to bring the crown in some capacity if you split it down regions 1 through 4 on the east and then regions 5 through 8 in the west. Region 2 or Region 3 will win a title. Region 1 versus Region 4 here for third place. High fastball. And Carter Maggio will take a strike here at 1-1 as Josh Kravachka is going to come on and say that the runner's going to have to go back to second base. Maggio came through and accidentally struck Tatrell behind the plate, making sure that he was good as Tatrell dropped the ball. And as he dropped the ball, the runner in Logan Broughton said, I don't want to have to keep diving into second base if I don't have to. I'm going to scamper to third. But instead it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike on the way here to the cleanup batter in Carter Maggio, who's 0 for 2 so far today. One ball, 1 strike on the way here to Maggio as Jack Rumfo looks in. And this will be in the dirt, but not far enough for Broughton to make his way to third. It'll be now 2-1. An hour and 10 minutes so far for this contest in the top of the 5th inning. Here's a 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike, now at 2-2. Batter number 4 here in this lineup for Central Cass wants to find a way to bring Carter Dakota up to the plate if he can do so. Runner at second again is Logan Broughton. The pitch Going to be hit in the air, popped up the right field line. Slicing foul. Does it have enough room? It does not, and that'll be out of play. And we'll have the pitch upcoming again. Earlier today, Bishop Bryan and Shiloh Christian. Bishop Bryan was able to defeat the Skyhawks for 7th place. Then North Star able to defeat Des Lacs Burlington for 5th place from the state baseball tournament. Pitch on the way here to Carter Maggio as Romfo. This is going to get by the catcher Tate Charlton, allow the runner in Broughton this time now to get to third base. As Carter Maggio having himself a good at-bat right now, fouling some pitches off, staying alive in the count. As Jack Romfo comes back on the mound. This is his first inning of work in relief here in this game. So far, 16 pitches, now 17 pitches upcoming thrown in this inning. Fastball that'll run out, be high, and work the count now to 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the runner at third base here. Carter Maggio again putting up a really good at-bat so far after a first pitch double by Logan Broughton. Sam Kovacic struck out. And Braden Mitchell popped out on 4 pitches. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Upcoming here to Carter Maggio. This is going to be hit on a line, but right to the second baseman and Mason Rumfo to retire the Central Cass Squirrels. So a leadoff double goes awry. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. 5.5 complete from Corbett Field at 6-3 Cardinals on your liveevent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Bottom of the 5th inning, it's the Cardinals 6, Central Cass Squirrels 3 here on yourliveevent.com. Gage Goodman, Caden Hyde, and Nicholas Kingset due up here for the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. Going up against Carter Maggio here and for his 3rd inning of work. This one will one-hop the catcher and Mitchell behind the plate, now 1-0. Broughton in left with Dakota in center. Mason Bussey again in right for Central Cass. The 1-0 pitch working here. Going to be popped up, and, well, who's going to call for it? The shortstop now. Parker cuts in front of the second baseman, Kovacic, for the out. Boer at third base, Holzer at first, and Mitchell behind the plate. So for Caden Hine here, the junior designated hitter, 0 for 2. The pitch. That'll be in there for a strike at the knee, now 0-1. The 0-1 pitch upcoming from Maggio. This will go all the way back to the backstop, and there'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. The Cardinals right now trying to tack on some runs, knowing that they're up by 3, but we've seen Central Cass put runners on here today. High chopper on the way for Boer, sees it on the second hop, and as he went from the glove to the hand to exchange it, it's going to be another error by the third baseman. Did a good job just playing the hop on that second one as he waited back a step, and then by the time he gloved it and went to, again, exchange it from left to right, he just dropped that one. As now you'll have a courtesy runner coming in the game here for the Cardinals. As Langdon area Edmore Munich will have Cole Welsh coming on here, as he'll be at first base for the courtesy runner here for the Cardinals. And Nicholas Kingsit coming up to the plate 0 for 2 so far in the day here for Langdon area Edmore Munich. Carter Maggio in relief in the third inning, went 3 up, 3 down, saw 5 batters in the fourth pickoff play, and getting back with his left hand was Welsh as he came back to slide in. And so far, this would be batter number 3 here of the third. 1 down on our Irie Insurance scoreboard. Another pick play, this time sliding in more conventionally that time was Welsh to first. Last time it was like a game of Twister, where you have your right foot on blue, your left foot on yellow, where you're putting your hand. The 1-out pitch, going to be in there for a strike at the knee to Kingsit, now 0-1. No balls, 1 strike on the way with 1 out. The pitch, that'll run up, miss. Now it's going to be 1-1. As the runner in Welsh takes his lead off of first. The 1-1 offering, that'll be in there for a strike at 1-2. Good pitch on the way for Carter Maggio, able to locate right at the knee on that fastball. Not much that Kings more than likely would have done. You either have to take that and try to shoot it to right, or you more than likely roll over it and hit a grounder to the left side of the infield. Here's the 1-2 offering from Maggio as he looks back the runner. That'll miss for a ball, now 2-2. Then back to the top of the lineup to Carter Tatrold here for the Cardinals. The Cardinals 8 batters in the first, 8 batters in the second. Against Owen Cates. Taking his lead as well, shot for first base. There's the pick. Welsh was able to get back safely. We'll see with a 2-2 count if the runner will try to get into scoring position off of a stolen base here with Kingsit at the plate. Stays put. This will miss for a ball. Work the count full at 3-2. So for Carter Maggio, this is his first full count in relief that we've seen on the mound. As right now Welsh takes his lead from first. Maggio looks in with the 3-2 offering. Welsh gonna go. This is gonna be hit in the air. That's to left center field, and that's gonna split the gap. Rounding second is Welsh. Josh Kervach is gonna say, why don't you round third as well? Coming from second to third base is gonna be Kingsit, and he gets in there with a triple. It's an RBI triple on the way for the number 9 batter in the Langdon area Edmore Munich lineup. So Welsh comes in to score a hit and run with a 3-2 count. That rolled all the way to the wall after splitting Dakota and Broughton. It's now 7-3 in favor of the Cardinals. That's going to be a base knock and a run scored as well. And now it's going to be Carter Tatrold here, 7-3 in favor of the Cardinals as the infield comes in for the Squirrels. Carter Tatrold, the leadoff batter. First pitch swinging, this one is going to be popped up into short center field, Dakota, and that'll be Convervig. We'll call everybody off for the out. That's going to be out number 2. That was a difficult play as the infield was in. He had to about another 15, 20 feet. Convervig than what he normally would have to go to try to corral that baseball in short center field. Now it's Mason Rumful. Mason, 2 singles. Has reached base all 3 times with 2 runs scored. Here's the pitch on the way from Maggio. Miss low, now 1-0. Runner at third base is Kingsit after his first base knock of the game. 7-3, Langdon area Edmore Munich. The 1-0 pitch upcoming here. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Good location on that breaking ball there by Maggio. Now 1-1. Pitch number 32 upcoming for Maggio in his 3rd inning of work. That'll miss outside for a ball at 2-1. Reminder still to come. It's the state softball tournament. championship game with Thompson and Beulah coming up around the corner. A 2-1 pitch going to be hit on the ground. It's a CNI single. Mason Rumfo delivers the run driven in. Coming in to score is Kingsit. That'll be his first run of the game, and Mason Rumfo adds to it here for the Cardinals. It's now 8-3. So 8-3 after the triple. We've seen the Cardinals with a double, a single. This one will run in for a ball. It's a 1-0. Mason Rumfo, the cousin of Jack and Theo. Jack and Theodore are brothers here for the Cardinals. Here's the 1-0 pitch out of the zone. Now 2-0. For Central Cass, they'll be sending 5, 6, and 7 batters, and Dakota, Boer, and Cooper Johnson to the plate coming up in the top of the 6th inning. But right now, 2 runs across so far for the Cardinals with 2 outs and a hitter's count for Jack Rumfo. Pick play not going to be back in time quick enough. Here's the 2-0 offering on the way. Foul back. It'll be now 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. The Cardinals have taken advantage of a Central Cass error here in the inning, and they've added to it with another run on top of it. Extra outs to teams like this prove costly. The Cardinals knew that all too well against Lemoore Litchfield Marion yesterday. And now the Squirrels have 4 errors here today against the Cardinals. 3 balls, 1 strike to Jack Rumfo. A 3-1 pitch. This will be in. It will be a walk, and Mason will make his way to second base, and runners will be at first and second. Now all of a sudden, if Theo Rumfo can continue to do what he's done and get a base knock, it would be a 6 and possibly a 7-run advantage here for the Cardinals. Rumfo 3 of 3 so far at the plate. First pitch, this one is foul back, now 0-1. 3 hits, 2 runs driven in here for Theo Rumfo. As the Cardinals have been able to score 2 runs so far here in the inning. The 0-1. Going to be popped up, and this will be into foul territory. Eli Boer looks up, makes the catch to retire the side, but not before the Cardinals plate 2 runs on our Irie Insurance scoreboard. A new score, 8-3 in favor of Langdon area Edmore Munich here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Top of the 6th inning here. It's Langdon area Edmore Munich 8, the Central Cass Squirrels 3 on YourLiveEvent.com. Still to come later tonight. In about an hour from now, we will get to the Thompson Tommies game, going up against the Lobos of Lemoore Litchfield Marion in the State B Baseball Championship. Thompson going up against the Beulah Miners on the softball side. As Carter Dakota 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. We'll dig into the plate here for Central Cass. Going up against Jack Rumfo, out for his 2nd inning of work. That's his pitch number 19. That'll miss down low, now 1-0. The Squirrels have been able to get runners on. It's just about getting them in. against this Cardinal pitching staff. This will miss for a ball, now at 2-0. 6 hits so far here today for the Squirrels. 3 of them have been extra base hit varieties, but a leadoff double in the 5th, a leadoff double in the 3rd, unable to come in and score. 2-0 pitch upcoming here to Carter Dakota. Dakota thought about swinging, instead takes a strike, now at 2-1. Squirrels down to their final 6 outs. Will need to get some runs across here in this top half of the 6th inning. A 2-1 pitch. Going to be foul. Now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And for Central Cass right now, this is their final game of the season. The same for Langdon area Edmore Munich. Second time they've met this year was 6-5 in Thompson in favor of the Cardinals. 2-2 pitch is going to be hit on the ground. It's going to go to the shortstop there, and Ranger. And in the dirt, but dug out by Hine at first for the putout, 6-3. And there's 1 down now here in the top of the 6th inning. Eli Boer, a single and a double with 2 runs scored so far, and he's been a bright spot for Coach Maggio and the Central Cass Squirrels here at this state tournament. For Boer. 1 out here. The pitch. That'll be out of the zone on the off-speed pitch from Jack Romfo, now 1-0. One ball, no strikes with 1 out. Going to be hit, and that's down the left field line for a base knock here for Eli Boer, and he continues to be a hit machine here at Corbett Field. That's his 3rd hit of the contest. And it'll be a 1-out base knock here for Central Cass. Cooper Johnson 0 for 2 today with a strikeout back in the 2nd. Batter number 7 here in this lineup. As the runner at first base again in Eli Boer, being held on by Hine. With 1 down. Jack Ronfo looks back the runner. The pitch will miss in at the knee, now 1-0. Still to come on our post-game show, we'll get to our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the contest, and they're going to have the ceremony of the awards, as this will be foul back now 1-1. And that ceremony of the awards will be for the everybody getting recognized one more time, bringing your team awards as well. Here's the 1-1 pitch upcoming to Cooper Johnson as the runner, and Eli Boer takes his lead from first. The 1-1. Going to be hit on the ground. That's the second baseman, Mason Rumfo. They get 1, a chance for 2. Not going to be in time. Mason to Ringer, 4-6 on the putout of Eli Boer as Cooper Johnson going to reach base. And now it goes to Cole Holzer. Holzer with an RBI single back in the 2nd inning to, at that point, tie the game at 2 apiece. Since then, just 1 run across for Central Cass. Well, the Cardinals in the bottom half of that 2nd added 3 runs and added 3 more here over the last 2 innings to take a 8-3 advantage. The pitch going to be hit, and that's to right field. Nice inside out swing by Holzer as moving up to second base and be Cooper Johnson. Holzer with his 2nd base hit of the contest, and now the Squirrels with a chance with a little 2-out rally here in the top of the 6th inning. Mason Bussey at the plate. Bussey with a single, 1 of 2 so far today, with Scott stealing his last time, trying to go from 2nd to 3rd in the 4th. As Jack Rumfo looks in and looks back the runner in Johnson at 2nd. And Bussey takes a strike now at 0-1. 5th batter at the plate here for Central Cass. Question is, how many more can you get up with 2 outs here and trying to bring some runners across in the top half of the 6th? This is going to be hit on the ground to the shortstop, flips it to the second baseman. Ringer to Mason Rumfo, 6-4 on the putout to retire the Squirrels. And this side, there were no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. 5.5 complete here from Corbett Field in our 3rd place contest. It's the Central Cass Squirrels trailing by 3. The Cardinals coming to the plate next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Bottom of the sixth inning here on YourLiveEvent.com. Langdon area Edmore Munich tries to tack on some more runs here, up by 5. It could, if they score 5 runs, it would be a 10-run rule variety. But in the Central Cass Squirrels with Maggio trying to find a way to get to the top of the 7th inning, just trailing it by 5 and see if they can put a couple of at-bats together here against the Cardinals pitching staff. Dawson Hine, Brady Regner, and Gage Goodman here. The 5, 6, and 7, 8 batters upcoming. The pitch, that'll miss for a ball. It's going to be 1-0. 1-0 here to Dawson Hine, who's 0 for 2 today, has reached base twice with a hit by pitch. This one will be in there for a strike now at 1-1. Coming up, we'll get to our RDK Enterprises again, feature precision play of the game. Take a look at the final line score on a modified post-game show. The 1-1 pitch missing out of the zone at 2-1. And that modified post-game show, as we'll get you ready for the championship game coming up around the corner here from Corbett Field as well. Here's the 2-1 offering. That'll be in there for a strike at the knee. Now 2-2. Carter Maggio looks in with a 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball got him locked up on the strikeout looking. That's Maggio's 3rd strikeout here in relief. Brady Regner in this contest walked in the 1st, had a squeeze in the 2nd that drove in a run, and then lined out his last time up. So the shortstop senior has been very productive at the plate today. First pitch swinging. Speaking of productivity, that one's going to be hit to left center field. Regner's in around first, on his way to second. Here's the throw in from the center fielder Dakota, and that's a sliding double on a 1 pitch for Brady Regner. So there's a base knock as well here for Brady as he's on board, as you'll have Gage Goodman. Goodman 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch today for Coach Kravachka and the Cardinals. As Regner takes his lead from second. Here's the pitch. That'll miss for a ball, and it'll be 1-0. One on the count here. Foul tipped off the glove of Mitchell. Now 1-1. But the Cardinals, awfully competitive team and kind of putting forward teams in the semifinals. You feel like you can say this a number of years, but this year particularly, you weren't 100% sure of who was going to make their way to the championship. Just with the quality of pitching that we've seen, as this is going to be over Kovarovic's head in second base. Dakota is going to come up. Here's the throw. It's an RBI single on the way for Goodman as Regner comes in to score and makes it 9-3. Regner comes in to score. That'll be his first run of the contest. Goodman with a single, and he gets the second hit as well. And now it's 9 runs across here on 8 hits for the Cardinals. Runner at first base again is Goodman. Here's the pitch by Maggio. That'll miss, now 1-0. Kovarovic tried to time it as best as he could on that line drive hit to see if he could somehow snow cone that ball, but it got over his glove, the 1-0 pitch. That'll miss, now 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out as Maggio looks back the runner. The 2-0 pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike. Yeah, 2-1. 2-1 upcoming here for Maggio. Breaking ball, this is going to be hit, a little two-hopper to the shortstop. Kavervig relay, not going to be in time. Reaching on a fielder's choice will be Hine. 6-4 on the putout of Goodman at second, and there's now 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. As for the Cardinals, they will be bringing in Gemmel coming up to the plate now in a pinch-hitting variety. As Maggio tries to get out of the inning here with just 1 run across for the Cardinals. This one will be in there for a strike at 0-1. Central Cass, top of the 7th inning, will be the top of the order. Broughton, Kavervig, and Mitchell due up in the 7th here for Central Cass. This one swung on a miss, now 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes here with 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch. It's going to be laced, but right to the glove of Holzer to retire the Cardinals here in the 6th inning. There was a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. He played 6 complete. The Squirrels down to their final 3 outs, trailing by 6 on your liveevent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
As coming on now for the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals, Hine will come out as you'll have Ramey coming on to play first base here for the Cardinals. And for the Central Cass Squirrels, they are down to their final 3 outs with Broughton Kavervig and Braden Mitchell again due up. And then we will bid adieu from Corbett Field in between this and the championship game coming up around 6:30 between the Thompson Tommies and Lemoore Litchfield Marion Lobos. They will have the on-the-field awards presentation after this game concludes to honor the individuals and the team as well for both of these squads for getting to the state tournament and winning their respective region titles. This will miss for a ball. Now it's 1-0. Logan Broughton with a ringing double his last time up. 1 of 3 today with a pair of groundouts as well. 1-0 pitch. That'll miss low. Now 2-0 as Jack Rumfo on the mound here for his 3rd inning of work. Theo Rumfo tabbed with the win right now for the Cardinals. The 2-0 pitch going to be grounded up the 3rd base line, and that'll be foul. So for Central Cass, pretty easy what you'll need to do here. Find a way to bat around. Can you bat around here in the 7th inning? The 2-1 pitch going to be hit on the ground. A 3-hopper to the 3rd baseman. Theo Rumfo goes 5-3 on the putout, and there's 1 down. As Sam Kavervig make that 1 of 2 with a walk and a double here today for Kavervig. As he'll be coming up to the plate with the righty again in Jack Rumfo. Here's the pitch from Jack. Swung on and missed by Kavervig. It's now 0-1. Best part of the lineup so far today for Central Cass has been Eli Boer in that 6th spot, as he's had 3 hits, a couple of runs scored and a run driven in. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Kavervig. I'll miss outside for a ball at 1-1. A 3 and 4 part of the lineup, and Mitchell and Maggio so far today 0 for 6 at the plate. So the Rumfos and Theo and Jack have done a good job on those two particularly. As Kavervig hits this one up in the middle, Rieger is there as Ringer goes 6-3 behind the plate. at second base to record Convervig for the second out. And now it's Braden Mitchell. Mitchell 0 for 3 with a strikeout, as we were mentioning. He is a junior here for the Central Cass Squirrels. 8 seniors for Coach Maggio. They're still a good core coming back next season, and particularly when you got a guy like Braden Mitchell to stay healthy, continue to get better a little bit through the offseason. Has that uppercut swing, and we've seen him be really good in his couple of starts in the last 2.5 weeks on the mound for Central Cass as well. No balls, 1 strike with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That'll miss for a ball. It's now 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike on the way here with 2 down. The 1-1. That'll be in there for a strike now at 1-2. Jack Rumfo looks into Tate Trout behind the plate, rocks and delivers. 1-2 pitch, that'll miss for a ball now at 2-2. Jack Rumfo looking to go 3 innings in relief. The 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, got Mitchell out in front, and this will be off. Ranger at shortstop, gloves it, comes across, and reaching base will be Mitchell. So an E6, an error on the way here for the Cardinals. And now we'll have a courtesy runner coming on here for the Central Cass Squirrels as Maggio will come on. As Pearson will come on here for Central Cass, and courtesy run for Mitchell. So runner at first base is Pearson, not being held on with 2 outs in the score. First pitch swinging is Carter Maggio. This one fouled back. It's now 0-1. Carter Maggio 0 for 3 today. Reached base on a fielder's choice back in the first inning to finish it off. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch number 43 upcoming here for Jack Rumfo as the sun makes its way through the clouds again. This is going to be hit to right center field, way back to the warning track, and this is going to be over Goodman, and this will be a double. It's a ground rule double here for the Central Cass Squirrels, as Pearson will go to third base here. Carter Maggio has a double. That will be the 4th extra base hit. Maggio gets his first hit here of the tournament. So runners will be at second and third, or first hit of the contest, that is, for Carter Maggio. And also the tournament. Now Carter Dakota comes up here for Central Cass. Still 2 down as the Squirrels looking to extend this 2-out rally. Here's the pitch on the way to Dakota. Fouled back, and now it's going to be 0-1. So after Mitchell was able to reach base on an error, Kemper Pearson stands at third after the Carter Maggio ringing double to right that one off the wall and able to get over at Goodman in right field. Rumfo, the 0-1 offering here to Dakota. That'll miss outside for a ball at 1-1 with Eli coming up next here for the Squirrels. Here's the 1-1 offering. Going to be hit on the ground, and that's a base knock through. 1-1 comes in to score in Pearson. Mitchell make that. Maggio's going to hold up at third base, and now it's 9-4. So base knock coming in as Eli Boer will come up to the plate. Pearson comes in to score. Maggio goes to third base. Dakota gets the base knock here. That'll be his first of the game, and a run driven in as well. And now the Central Cass Squirrels trying to continue that 2-out rally here in the top of the 7th inning as they're down to their final out with the guy that has been hitting it really well. Runner's going to go from first base, and Dakota, here's the throw down, and Carter is able to slide in safely. So 1 ball, no strikes here to Eli. A double, a single, and a single with a run driven in and 2 runs scored so far for the number 6 batter. The 1-0 pitch on the way to Eli Boer. That'll miss outside for a ball at 2-0. Central Cass, as we mentioned, they've needed to find a way to try to bat around here in this 7th inning if they wanted to give themselves a chance to tie This is going to be hit. There's a fly ball to left field. Kingsit giving a chase, and he'll glove it to retire the Central Cass Squirrels and the side here in the 7th inning. There was one run across on 2 hits in air and 2 runners left on base. In a game that finishes here in this one an hour and 46 minutes. The winning pitcher of record will be Theo Romfo. The losing pitcher of record will be Owen Cates here in this one. Central Cass finishes 13-8 on this season, while the Cardinals improve to 15-2 on the year. For the Central Cass Squirrels, 4 runs across as they were able to have 9 hits in this one. Central Cass would commit 4 errors, and the Squirrels would leave 8 runners on base. While for Langdon area Edmore Munich, the Cardinals, 9 runs on 9 hits. They committed 3 errors with 9 runners left on base. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, look at the final line score. That's next here on our post-game show and get to our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the game.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow in the new space and move forward with excellence.
Take a look at the final line score here in this one. For the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals, Carter Tatrolt in this contest goes 0 for 4 with a run score. Mason Romfo able to go 3 hits in this game with 3 singles, 2 runs scored, and 2 runs driven in. Jack Romfo goes 0 for 3, but 3 walks with a stolen base and 2 runs scored. Theo Romfo in this one, 3 singles with a couple of runs scored as well, and runs driven in. Dawson Hine goes 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. You have 0 for 3, Brady Ringer in this one. A walk, a squeeze that brought in a run. A line drive and a double with a run scored. Gage Goodman goes 1 for 3 in this game with 2 RBIs, hit by pitch and a single. Caden Hine here in this one would go 0 for 4 with a run scored, and Nicholas Kingsit had the triple with a run scored and a run driven in, and Gemmel goes 0 for 1. Central Cass, Logan Broughton 1 of 4 with a double. Sam Convervig would go 1 of 3 with a double and a walk. Braden Mitchell 0 for 4. Kemper Pearson came in and scored. Carter Maggio was able to go 1 of 4. Braden Mitchell again 0 for 4. Carter Dakota goes 1 of 3, 1 of 4 with a single and a stolen base and a run scored. Eli Boer with 2 singles, a double, and a run, 2 scored runs as well. Cooper Johnson 0 for 3, Cole Holzer 2 of 3, and Mason Bussey goes 1 of 3 in this one. Theo Rumfo, 4 innings of work, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, and a strikeout. Jack Rumfo, 3 innings of work and 3 hits. Owen Cates, 2 innings of work, 4 hits, 5 runs, 5 walks, no strikeouts. Carter Maggio, 4 innings of work, 4 hits, 4 runs, and 3 strikeouts. Let's get to our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the contest. And for the Central Cass Squirrels and the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals, our feature precision play goes back to that first inning. The Cardinals were able to load the bases, and coming in, they were able to get 2 runs across and play 3 runs as well in the second inning. They just did a little bit of the smaller things well here for the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals throughout the contest here. And the really nice pitching by Theo Rumfo and Jack Rumfo as well. Coming on in relief, those 2 and scoring 5 runs in the first 2 innings and never playing from behind. That is our RDK Enterprises feature precision play of the game. RDK Enterprises with locations in Hillsboro and Drayton. As you continue to get on in the roadways, make sure you stay safe on behalf of your friends at RDK Enterprises. So Bishop Rhine over Shiloh Christian for 7th. North Star over Lax Burlington for 5th. And then here in this one, 9-4 win for Langdon area over the Central Cass Squirrels. We're going to step aside, and in about 15-20 minutes or so, we'll get you ready for the championship game between the Thompson Tommies and the Lemoore Litchfield Marion Lobos. That game is coming up next here on your liveevent.com.